What's it talking about? I'm John Griffith.
I'm Cara Kilduff. How is everybody?
I'm doing all right.
How are you?
I'm okay. My back went out yesterday.
What do you mean it went out? Did it go out at a date and it just didn't come back?
I wish.
What are you talking? It's nonsense.
I went to put on my shoe and it went pop.
Oh.
And I was like so not happy yesterday.
Oh, my sciatic is
yeah.
acting up.
And then I went to my physical therapist this morning. He just pushed everything back in place. And
Feel
now
okay?
I'm much better. Yep.
All right, okay. I'm going with a nautical theme tonight
Very
because
nice.
of the rain. No. It was just fast and easy.
Like me.
Oh, ba-dum-bum. Sometimes we have these moments where it's, I swear JC is in the studio, like feeding these lines.
Oh, yes.
But we have a really exciting show tonight.
Yes, we do.
We have a lot of like fantastic friends of the show here tonight.
Exactly. It's gonna be a fun-filled frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Or as my better half would call it, an extravaganza.
An extravaganza.
That's been his word for the last couple of weeks. It's like over Cinco de Mayo. It's a Mexican extravaganza.
Ooh, speaking of Mexican, I had the most banging chicken tacos today. Ooh. Best street tacos I've had in my life. It was down on Greenwich by like Goldman Sachs area. But whoa, made with love. Anyway.
Wow.
So our first guest is a friend of the show. Someone that I have known for a really long time in this crazy city. I would like to welcome DJ Chauncey to the show.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Chauncey.
Cara.
How are you? What's poppin'?
Oh, lots of stuff. This is my busy week of the year.
Why? Because you're like bouncing off the walls in all of your communications.
Yes. Well, I have Dance Parade coming up on Saturday.
Dance who?
Dance Parade.
What's
which
that?
you were supposed to join it with me 2 years ago, but you never did.
I was.
Dance Parade, it's a big, it's our 12th year. It's a multicultural extravaganza of different dances. There's 150 different groups. There's 80 different styles of dance.
Where the hell does this take place?
It starts on 21st and Broadway this Saturday, kicks off at 1 p.m., goes down Broadway, makes a left on 8th Street and goes into Tompkins Square Park. There's a little grandstand in Astor Place, and then in Tompkins Square Park, there's a 4-hour festival there's 4 stages, there's an aerial rig, there's a DJ in the basketball court, there's dance lessons, there's curated dance performances. It's
How long have you been involved with this?
Since the first year, since the 12th year.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you do? Like, do you help
I'm
organize
actually
it?
I help organize. I work on the social media, and I also am the commissioner of the Dance Police, which I want you to join some year if you're free on Saturday.
Okay.
What we do is we give out tickets to people who aren't having a good time.
Okay.
So like if we see a little kid or an adult, we give out little summonses, and one of them is like no rhythm or like standing in a dancing zone and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really fun day.
Do you ever give out moving violations?
It's a non-moving violation, actually. And then also this weekend is Urban Bear Weekend, which is four-day events all over the city.
Wait, so you have 2 big events this weekend?
Yeah, the same day, pretty much, same 2 days. Yeah.
How are you going to get through this?
Caffeine?
Jack Daniels and Adderall. I don't know.
Oh my
I didn't say
God.
that. Just kidding.
Yeah, you totally did.
Plus, I'm doing the AIDS Walk on Sunday morning.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
And all my regular gigs at Stonewall. So it's like this week I'm just kind of like, last week I kind of just sat and go, okay, Chauncey, this is going to be one of those testing weeks, where you have, you're running around doing all things. But thank God for phones, because doing all the social media, I actually lay in bed for an hour before I actually get out of bed. And I just like schedule all these posts, and I post and I share and I email people and all that kind of stuff. So about an hour and a half before I get out of bed, actually, I do like tons of work. So then I get up, do my stuff or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Plus DJing regularly. I have I also do Tom Ragu's show. I tech his show at B-Box Radio. I also have my own show on B-Box Radio every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. It's just music, so I can pre-record it. But
How did I not know? Did I know about this in Blanket? Like
you
forget?
probably did. You probably did.
Thursday nights. What kind of music do you play? Just Madonna?
I explore not just Madonna. I explore different kinds of dance music. I'll do like a down tempo mix. I'll do a house mix. I'll do Italo disco. I'll do disco. I go all over the place. It just keeps me creative because a lot of the gigs that I have, I can't really. The crowds don't really like. They want to hear the original versions of every song, and they don't really want that art of mixing like we used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
So I get to get that creative stuff out.
I remember when you started DJing.
Yeah, exactly. And also the reason I think that Jonathan invited me is because I just published a book of poetry.
Yes. And it's a volume 1.
Yeah, it's volume 1
What?
of 3. Yeah. And actually, what's interesting is it's all the poems that I wrote around the time I knew you. It's been sitting on my hard drive for about 15, 16 years, and I've been just trying to just publish it, and I kept like putting it off. And this was the year I was like, you know what, I'm getting this done. I self-published. It was on Amazon Kindle, available for sale within like 48 hours. I was like, oh my God, I just published a book. So and it's a paperback as well too. I sent you a copy, right? You've got
Yeah,
you
I
got
have a copy.
Yeah. So it's all poems that I used to write like on the way home from going out or working drunk and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And what I did back in the AOL days is I would send, whenever I had about 6 to 8 poems completed, I would send them out to like a small mailing list of my friends on AOL. And then once I got another batch that I wrote, I would send out. So it wasn't really a time thing, but I did A through Z. So, and I used to like to create words, like join 2 words together that don't really belong or whatever. So I came up with a word called something tsunami, which is like a person, a place, or a thing that kind of pushes you in a different direction in life. Like you would be a something tsunami. You know, like when we met, or getting a job at a certain place, or something bad happening or something good happening. Like it's something that pushes your whole life into another direction, like the force of it. So it's called Something Tsunami Volume 1, but it's A through Z, so I'm doing it in three sections.
Okay, so when I get a copy, you need to sign
Yeah,
it
of
for
course,
me.
of course. That's the most wild feeling about having a published book, is inscribing it for people. It's the weirdest feeling. You're like, what do I write to this person? Or like, you know,
That is so
Yeah.
cool. I'm so proud of you.
That's a cool feeling, like the actually like try to do something a little special for each person. Yeah. But what's cool about it is you'll get to know. I mean, you knew me when I was 23. You'll get to know that if anyone reads it, they'll get to know
So 5 whole years.
where I was. Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah, we've only known each other for 5 years. 5 short years.
So it's it's a cool way, like what was in my head back then. And what's strange is not a lot has changed. I'm still like grumpy and hopeless romantic and always getting let down and horny all at the same time.
Wait, what was that first bar that you started?
Urge.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
where I got my
yes.
start in
But there was
2002.
But there was a place before that. Was it? It was down in the East Village. It wasn't Urge. It was
There's
some other-
nowhere.
No,
Well, Urge
no.
was in the East Village, so.
No, I know, but there was some other place, because I still have a CD.
Yeah, you brought it. The last time I was here,
Yeah.
you actually pulled it out. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh my God.
Yeah, and
I
it's
used
still.
used to burn CDs for people back then, like
Yeah.
songs you think they would like. And now my computer doesn't even have, my new laptop doesn't even have a CD player.
Oh, that's
Or
crazy.
any DVD player or anything. I can't even like burn a CD if I wanted to. So it's pretty wild how technology has changed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's amazing how you've been able to just attack your dreams and start making them come true.
It's weird. I'm not even knowing that they're my dreams until I get through them. That's the weird thing. Like I didn't even know that I wanted to do certain things until I'm like, oh, I just did that. Oh, I just
Do
did
you
that.
feel like an adult now?
Never, no. One of the things I learned when I was in college at Rutgers, the theater arts group, TAG we were called, and one of our mantras was "Be like a child always," and that's kept me so sane my entire life. Just think of things with the feeling of a child and how a child would react to it. Of course, you have responsibilities and you have to pay your bills and stuff like that. But if you look at things as if you're like they're fresh to you, or like you still get a kick out of the corny stuff, and you still get a kick out of like you're easily amused. I feel like you live a much less stressed life and just.
Like, you know how like white women get those wrinkles right here? You know,
I'm starting to get the crow's feet
but notice
from
it's
smiling
smooth.
too much.
But somebody said to me, you don't have those wrinkles because you're
You're a Botox junkie.
No, it was something like no, something like you're not full of drama. In other words,
They don't know you very well. And
no. You know, like you're a pain in the ass and you get those.
Yeah.
oh, because you're always like kind of
Yeah,
thinking and
yeah.
struggling
It's
to.
what you're putting out is coming back to you physically.
Yeah. I can't remember the exact words, but what did you go to school for? I don't even know this stuff about you.
I didn't ever finish college. I went for theater arts and English, but I only went for like a year and a half.
And now look, you've published a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that anyone could do
Don't
that.
minimize your
minimize.
accomplishment, you jerk.
The hardest thing that I ever had to learn was how to say thank you and shut up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Thank you.
You know, well, we do have another guest who is a licensed therapist coming on the show, so maybe, you could, sorry.
We'll
Maybe I
connect
could
you.
what?
We'll connect you.
Oh, a therapist? Okay, I got you. I thought you meant like physical therapist. I was like, I
No,
could use a
no,
massage. I am really, like my back does hurt.
Your back went out too?
Every week, this is the busiest week of my year, and for some reason on Sunday before this week, something always happens to my back. This time it's like the upper back, which is kind of weird. I don't know if like I'm just getting old, but
That's
Okay,
the connection
okay.
between body and
but,
mind.
but for some reason I'm always in pain for this stressful, crazy week.
That is so crazy. I'm so.
Yeah, I'm wondering how I'm going to do everything this week because we're going to the Today Show this morning after I get out of work, and we're
Okay.
going to wear our dance police uniforms. We wear
You have
tutus.
uniforms?
We have uniforms, but we all wear tutus. I always wear a tutu every year, and we're going to go to the Today Show and try to get noticed, so they'll ask us what we're about.
Hey, don't go to sleep.
No, I'm not. I'm just leaving work tonight at Stonewall and going to get breakfast, and then traipsing my way up to Rockefeller Center, or where is it, at Times Square? The Today
You
Show?
are gonna be like dazed and confused on another planet.
Well, I figure, there's only a few more years that I can do this to my body,
Right.
so why not just do it, I just turned 42, so I figure I have another 8 years before
I resent that.
8, 9 years before. No, before I'm like, oh God, I can't do this. I gotta stop.
Or not that you can't. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
No, I'll never not want to do it, but physically, if you can't do it, you know what I mean? Because the all-nighter thing, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I haven't done that in years.
I know.
I don't know. I'm a wee-wee compared to you.
But you do a lot too, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I knit for my cats.
You knit for your cats?
No.
You make them little kitty sweaters?
She has an Etsy shop with little cat mittens.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if you knew this, but I'm a maker. I hate that word.
I'm a maker.
I'm a maker.
I was at a DJ at a bar in Hell's Kitchen, and some girl asked me to raise the volume, but it was the end of the night, and we kind of toned it down. And she told me and my manager, she's like, well, I'm a Yelper. And we went, what?
Oh, shit.
And she goes,
please.
well, I'm a Yelper. And I'm like,
So?
do you make a lot of, I didn't make the connection that it was the app. So I was like, do you make a lot of noise when you're having sex? Like, what does that mean? Do you bark like a dog? And she's like, no, I write reviews for everything. I'm like, anybody could write reviews. Like, nobody is specifically like, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a Yelper.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
Yeah, so we just kind of giggled at her, and she went away eventually.
Like, okay, what kind of loser do you have to be like, I'm a Yelper?
Can you raise the volume? I'm a Yelper.
Oh, no, all I have is like horrible words going through my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
No. Bye.
Yeah. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye, Felicia.
But yeah, definitely, if anybody wants to know about Dance Parade, check out danceparade.org. We got a brand new website, has all the info, and theurbanbear.com. That's a fun thing because it's like 4 days of just crazy events all over the place.
Okay.
We have a boat cruise. We have a street fair on Sunday
Where's the street fair?
on Little West 12th Street. That's where I DJ at every year.
Okay.
So it's really fun.
Hopefully the weather will behave.
I hope so. Yeah, this weekend is supposedly going to be terrible, but we're like every year it's like, can't we just get a really sunny 2 days in a row? So I'm hoping today, like the tornado that's supposedly
Yeah.
wiping through the city, like takes all the bad weather with it.
And it'll just clean things up. Yeah.
Yeah,
That way you'll have a nice.
The street will be clean.
It won't smell so much like pee.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I get out of the West 4th Street station, and every time I get out, there's another version of a horrific smell. And I'm just like, what has to actually occur
have to-
chemically for the odor to be
Summer in
that
New York.
peculiar?
That's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like that.
I went away for the weekend. I got back and I'm like walking down the street and I saw like little pieces of like tissue paper out of the corner of my pile of human poo. Walked a little bit further, pile of human poo, and somebody said, "How can you tell?" I'm like, "You just know."
And you're
know.
you're an animal wrangler, so you know the difference.
Oh God! And to paraphrase a joke by Kareth Foster, like at least you know they're eating. Like people that do that, you know.
But what are they eating that they can't wait?
Well, listen, junkies get stopped up. You know what I'm saying? And then
when they're almost at the falling.
they
They
get
get up.
constipated. Opioid users. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Here, have a Percocet.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And where can people find the book?
If you go to Amazon.com, it's on Kindle, and it's available in paperback and in ebook. So just search Chauncey Dandridge on Amazon.
Okay.
You'll be able to find it. Yeah.
And the next one should be following in a few
I
months.
think
or in
at
about
the end of June, and then it's A through Z, and the Z portion took me a while to write because I wanted to have a good ending, and it was like year 2000 or whatever. Maybe it was a little bit before I met you, and I couldn't think of how to finish it, and then 9/11 happened, and I had tons of stuff to write about. So that was the conclusion. So kind of like it timed it perfectly, where like it was a good like four months or so before I wrote the last little section and sent it out. But I was kind of like stumped or had writer's block, and then the World Trade Center blew up, and I was like, oh, I have lots of stuff to write about. And that's how it ends. So I kind of want to
Make lemonade.
I kind of want to spit that out like around September.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
So the two events coming up. One more time.
We have Dance Parade on Saturday. It's the 12th annual Dance Parade. Go to danceparade.org for all the information. And the Urban Bear Weekend, that's a very specific crowd.
Okay.
The Dance Parade's for everyone. But that you go to theurbanbear.com. And you can check out my website at houseofdandridge.com.
And there's links to everything, including the book.
Yeah, pretty much, it's all
Okay.
about me.
Okay.
Very cool.
Sometimes it has to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you very
Thank
much.
you.
It was wonderful to be here.
Yeah, when the next volumes come out, give us a ring. And
Yeah, no, I'd love
we're
to.
happy to have you.
Awesome.
Maybe you can read a little bit from it.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a really great idea.
So
Awesome.
thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And
Pooh.
right now we're gonna turn our eyes to the Paisley Fields that are on our performance stage, performing something from their new album, Glitter and Sawdust, and it's on vinyl. Ooh ah.
Another day working the 9 to 5 got me feeling barely alive. Always someone else's work to do. Feeling done before the day's half through. I could be drinking instead of sitting behind this desk. I could be drinking instead of cleaning up someone's mess. When the boss comes around my way, asks me how I'm doing today, I'll say I could be drinking. Family dinner 1,000 miles from home. Traveled all this way just to feel alone. Uncle Larry's talking politics. Cousin Billy spewing the same old shit. And I could be drinking instead of hearing everything I hate. I could be drinking instead of trying not to take the bait. Mama says, how you doing, son? I said, Mama, I sure could use a cold one. I could be drinking. Sweet Elaine pouring drinks behind the bar, sipping her club soda from a jar. Through the night she smiles less and less. Ask her how she doing, she'll confess. I could be drinking instead of serving up beer to jerks. I could be drinking at a bar where I don't work. Yeah, I'll get you another round. Stay up so you can climb on down. I could be drinking, I could be drinking, I could be